Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear well, I'm sure you can hear. I can't hardly talk. I am here. It is Monday. It is the first time I've ever been not feeling well. And honestly, let me say this. I was sick last week. And I'm sharing this with you guys, but I'm not sick now. I shouldn't say that. My throat is still, as you can hear, my voice is still all groggy and everything, but I don't feel bad. But that's why I said I've got to come on because I couldn't not have the show. I have to be here. It's like, I mean, if I was really sick, I would have put a Mary sick. That's what I would have sent out. But no, I wanted to make sure you know what? I think I just realized I just didn't send the email. I put it on the social media, but I forgot to send the email out that we do have the show today. I didn't even realize it until just now that the email didn't go out. So my apologies, but we do have the show today. And the only thing is I can't really talk, but I'm going to do the best I can as long as I can. And then we'll go from there. So hello, everybody. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Was Christmas and Hanukkah on the same day. And happy Kwanzaa. Oh, if I talk softer, I hope you guys can still hear me and make sure my volume is all the way up. I feel like, wow, but I feel fine other than my voice. I don't feel sick or ill. A couple of days ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I was that flat on my back. So for me to be able to sit up and do the show and all those things, that is showing a definite improvement. So, but we are hours away from Christmas now. We are just tomorrow will be in Christmas Eve and then Wednesday being Christmas Day. So I just want to make sure, I said make sure just to tell everyone to have a Merry Christmas because Christmas can be stressful. In the last week, I've had calls of like 3 people that passed, unfortunately. Yeah. So before I get into the show, let me say hi, live viewers, hi, replay viewers. Those of you that come on, hello, our executive producer, hi, it's Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. He's in the background. He was due to come on today. Maybe next week. We'll have the link and have it all ready, and he can come on next week, and you guys can meet him. And you can ask him about the show and ask him about anything. I mean, he'll come on and talk to you. It's just that he's a background person. This is what I have learned. There's people that are in front of the camera, and there's people behind the camera. But it's interesting. Other than this show, I'm usually behind the camera. I am usually behind the camera. I'm not in front of the camera. My only concern, I'm hoping that this is not permanent. My voice, I'm like, Lord, I hope it gives it a couple of days. But I must admit, this morning I woke up and it sounded a lot better. I was worse last week. You would not have been able to hear me last week. So, but today it's considerably better. But anyway, I do want to say thank you to our sponsors, which is the Idea Club. Front Page Publishing. Those are 2 of the sponsors that have been with us since day 1 of the show. And I do want to say thank you to those sponsors. I also, as I often do, show you guys the books. And I say that because, especially as we getting ready to go into a new year. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. We're about to lose the show here. They just showed me, it's like, you don't have any power here. You're losing. You're about to go. So they just gave me a warning. Here we go. And there. Da-da. We're still here now. Okay. And happy Kwanzaa. So think about all of this going on. All of this. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Then happy Hanukkah. Christmas and Hanukkah on the same day this year. Which is rare. I don't know how often that happens. I think this is the first time I heard of it happening, but I don't know. It probably has happened before. And for those of you that celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa for those of you that do celebrate. And it just seems like to me, and it's probably my imagination, that this year is going fast. Maybe it's just in my head. And this is what I've heard. Maybe it's true too, that as you get older, everything seems to go faster. Everything does. It just fly. And I said, I think there's some truth to that. Because when I was younger, it seemed like it took forever for Christmas to get here. I think maybe because I was focused on it. Now, it seems like it gets here quite, I'm not focused on it, gets here quicker. So maybe that's what it is. And I want to say, Elaine, hello, Elaine. Elaine says, I'm here. I'm still concerned about your voice. Elaine, I'm concerned about my voice too. And then she says, please check your text later. Okay, thank you. I will. I'll check it for the message. Thank you, Elaine. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Elaine, when Elaine support. Elaine is a supporter. For those of you that don't know, she is a strong advocate for our kids for getting scholarships for college. So if you're interested in that, let me see. I don't know if you want your number up there, Elaine, or I'll just tell them send me an email. I'll put my email up. You guys send me an email if you're interested in scholarships for college, because I will connect you with Elaine. Here you go. Here's my email. Let me see what's good. There it is. Now, that you send me an email, Mary and Mary D. Welch, or you can call, and I'll put the phone number up there for you. You call the number, either one to contact, but that will help you. Call that number, 619-669-8603. So, and hi, Gwen. Merry Christmas to you guys too. Gwen says, hello, cousin. Sounds like I have a call. I do. It sounds like, yeah. I've already been tested. It's not COVID. The test came back negative. It's a bad cold. But to be honest with you, Gwen, I'm on antibiotics. My throat had started tightening up. That was making me concerned. I didn't really eat. I think I ate 2 meals last week. That's it, because everything just tastes like paper. It just nothing tastes good. I didn't have appetite anyway. So I thought it was COVID. Went in. I used a home test, so I can't remember. But I did go in and let Kaiser check me out, and it's like, no, you don't have COVID. You tested negative. So there wasn't that, but I had no taste, no smell, just it just wasn't feeling good. And then when my voice went, that's when I started saying, oh, this is not good. I really don't get sick that often, because if you think about it, I did the show Monday. Last Monday, did the show, came off the show, really, and got sick. And then I probably was sick before I did last Monday show, but I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to deal with it, that kind of thing. But it was more important to me to, I said, I could talk. I mean, you guys, you look at this show last week, the voice didn't sound like this. So this is not a good sounding voice. It's not a good, to me, because it's not my normal. So that's what makes me kind of like, oh, I don't like this. But here we are. So what I did want to do, though, what I'm probably going to do is just not do a whole show today and just go to next Monday, when Oliver will be on the show next Monday, and he can tell you guys the background, I guess the back ins and outs. And he only comes on once a year. This is his once a year come to the show, and he doesn't come back after that. I don't know what it is, but he watches every show, I can tell you. So he's in the background, and he critiques it. So he's very much a part of it. And so are you, ladies and gentlemen. Because as we near the end of 2024 and we're going into 2025, I can't thank you guys enough for being here. And those of you, this is what's interesting. Even though when the show is a lot, when we're live as we are now, we're live. Sometimes I may see like 6 or 7. I think I've shared this with you guys. And then I go back a couple of days later, and 70 people were watching. And I'm just like, I'm in awe of it. But I've come to realize that whatever we're saying here is important to our community. It may not be, because everybody, as you know, these shows can be worldwide. They're not just limited to Inland Empire. But it means a lot that you care about what we're saying, because we are my goal is to bring people to you, speakers, or talk about something I feel like you guys want to talk about. So I try to make sure we do that. And I love the interaction with all of you. I do. I call Nanette is my not inspector, but she does the research, and she does, by the way. She comes back even at the end of the show, and she'll research things and tell me, and I just go, "This is a blessing. Your connection is a blessing to me. I don't ever want you to think that it isn't, because it is. It means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you, Elaine. What'd you say, Elaine? Yes, probably you should go. You should go though. If that's okay with you. And if you call directly now, oh, you think it's spam? I don't think it's spam. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, and Gwen said, feel better. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. The one thing I need is probably, this is why I keep hearing, you need rest. But one of my grandkids will be here tomorrow, and the on the agenda is to make tamales. To those of you that know how to make tamales, Gwen, Mother Wade is the one that taught me how to make tamales. That's how I learned. So this will be a first, and I haven't made them in years. The kids, Justin and Bradley, one of them, they said, we didn't even know you knew how to make them. I said, yeah. So tomorrow, one of the grandkids will be over. We're going to make those, probably like maybe a couple of dozen, not that many, but I'm doing it. She's 17, and we usually make cookies. That's been our go-to for years, is making cookies. And so I said, no, we got to do something different. We don't want to always make cookies every time she comes over. And now that she's 17, she'll be 18 in 6 months. I said, okay, this is something different. Tamales are something different. And the fact that it was my mother-in-law that taught me how to make them. And she showed me, I'm going back to what I remember like 30, 40 years ago. But the one thing I think about this, she only taught me one time. We did it one time together. And the one thing I remember was the closeness of me and her during that time. That's why that, I think, has become a tradition in the Latino family, is because it creates a bond when you're making, if you're using the masa and then you're filling the tamales and stuff like that. It's really a family thing, is what it is. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, is making those and getting ready for Christmas. That's it. Well, and still wrapping some presents too, but definitely doing those for tomorrow. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go, ladies and gentlemen. But I just wanted to say thank you again. We will be back next week, but you are the reason I'm here. It's because of you. It is because of you. Now, true enough, it'd be nice if it was on TV. But this is what I've learned. Life is one day at a time. It is 1 second at a time. It is whatever God has in store for you. So what I've learned is to, as it says in the Bible, abase and abound. Where you are, wherever that is, abase and abound. So I love you all. I will be back next week, hopefully with a different voice when I finish these antibiotics. Hopefully. But I will see you in 7 days. God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, they're texting me. Oh, I'm sorry, Gwen, you said. Yachts, tamale making is a family tradition like quilting. Yeah. Yes, Gwen. That's why I said I haven't done it in a long time. I have the masa made up, by the way. So that'll be I bought the masa made, and we just already bought the corn husks, and we're just going to go from there. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.